How's it going, everyone? Jared from Yoda Expedition. In front of me, I have some hood visors from AVS. Both of these options are going to be for the 3rd gen Tundra. Let's take a look at the differences between these two so we can help you make a decision on what's right for your truck. So the two options here are the Bugflector 2 and the Aeroskin. Now, on the other vehicles that we covered, the difference between these is that the Bugflector is typically attached with screws on the underside of the hood, and the Aeroskin and other options are attached with double-sided tape. Unfortunately, for the 3rd gen Tundra, because of the design of the hood on Toyota's part, it's not possible to attach anything to the bottom of the hood, so the Bugflector and the Aeroskin are both going to attach with double-sided tape. If that's a concern for you, maybe you want to go a different route to protect the front end of your truck. That being said, the double-sided tape is very strong, and AVS does include adhesion promoter. I'm fairly confident that you can install these on and they are not going to come off even at highway speeds, and they are going to help protect the front end of your truck and your windshield. All right, so the differences between the Bugflector and the Aeroskin. Essentially, the Bugflector has these little standoffs on the bottom, and it's going to hold the visor up off of the surface of the truck. Because of this design, it's going to deflect things much higher up off of the truck and project them up over the roof, hopefully, and they won't hit the windshield. The Aeroskin is more designed just to protect the surface of the hood where it's attached. It's not really going to direct any air or anything up over the windshield, but it does give some extra style and some protection to the leading surface of your hood. So of course, the truck that we have here is black, so these aren't going to stand out very much when they're installed. We are going to install both of these and show you what they both look like. We're going to kick it over to Corey, and he's going to show you how to get that done.
All right, guys, we're going to start this installation off with the Bugflector. Now, these are pretty wide, so a second person is probably recommended just to make sure that you can get it on the truck straight. So Jared's going to be helping me get this installed. First thing we're going to do, though, is get the hood prepped. So if your truck isn't washed or clean, make sure to wash it first. Then we're going to take the alcohol prep pads and we're going to rub that on the area where the double-sided tape is going to be sticking, and then we can go ahead and get this Bugflector installed. So on the Bugflector, the double-sided tape is going to be right on the edge of the hood and along the top of the headlight area. So that's the area that we're going to be using the alcohol prep pad to make sure that it is super clean. Also, with the Bugflector, you are going to get some adhesion promoter. So after you put the alcohol pad on there, you're going to go ahead and apply this as well and wait for this to dry before you install your Bugflector. So we're not going to be installing the Bugflector permanently. We're going to be installing the Aeroskin. So we're going to just do a temporary install of this. So what we're going to be doing is pulling the backing off of this double-sided tape here on the ends, maybe about 1.5 to 2 inches, and fold it so that you have access to the tabs. So once you get the Bugflector in place and you have this little section of tape stuck where you want it, you can go ahead then grab this, pull it out completely, and then stick it down for good. All right, now we're going to take the Bugflector. We're just going to get it lined up on the truck so that it is where we want it, as straight as possible. So once you're happy with where it's at, go ahead and press it on in those areas where you peeled the tape back. And then once you have that done, from behind you can grab the backing of the tape, pull that out the rest of the way, and then completely press down the Bugflector in place. On AVS's instructions, it says to pull the tape out from the backside, but it's kind of difficult and you don't really have much room to get your hands down there. It might be easier if you have the tape hanging out the front here, and then you can just grab it and pull it out from there. Also from AVS, you're going to get these little rubber bumpers. Now you can either put these on the back side of the Bugflector or you can put them on the hood itself. This is just going to protect the paint. If this hits anything or from wind and it's maybe hitting the paint, this is going to protect your hood. I would suggest putting 2 in the middle here because it's a little flexible in the center, and then 1 on either end because the ends are pretty flexible as well. Another thing, if you don't want this badge on here with the chrome, you can easily peel it off for a cleaner look. Next up, we have the Aeroskin. We're gonna be doing the same exact installation process as the Bugflector, except with this one, you don't get any adhesion promoter, but you are gonna get some alcohol pads, so we're gonna go ahead, prep the surface, and get this one installed. So with the Aeroskin, there's gonna be tape going around the whole perimeter of this thing, not just on the front edge. So we're gonna have to clean off a bigger section of the hood to get this to stick properly. So we got the hood prepped. I'm gonna go ahead and peel back the edges of this tape, just like we did on the other one. This one I'm gonna be putting it towards the front so that it's easier to get out, because this one doesn't even sit off the hood, so it's gonna be impossible for you to get to the tape. All right, we got all of the edges of the tape peeled back. One thing I would suggest is making sure that the bottom of this thing is clean prior to putting it on the truck. There is a sticker on here as well. We're gonna be taking that off because once this is on, anything that's underneath it, dirt, stickers, whatever it may be, you're not gonna be able to get it off or clean it. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get this thing laid in position very lightly. Once you're happy with where it's at, go ahead and push down those sections where you peeled back the tape. And then we're gonna work from the inside out. So we can go ahead. One thing that's nice about the Aeroskin and the fact that it lays flat on the hood, it also contours with the features here on the hood. So it kind of helps get everything lined up, and I think it looks pretty good. All right guys, that's gonna wrap up this install video on the AVS hood visors for the 3rd Gen Tundra. If you guys had any questions, ask us down below in the comments. If you wanna pick one of these up for your Tundra, click the link in the description or head over to yodaexpedition.com. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one.